Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the United Way for your 5 talking points for the Manchester United versus West Ham United Premier League game. This has been recorded, I'd say, about 3 or 4 hours after the game against West Ham. Manchester United lost 2-0. Again, you can see it on the bottom of my screen there. Goals from Bowen and Kudus. Bowen scored in the 72nd minute and Kudus scored in the 78th minute. So 2 goals in 6 minutes. Which sums up Manchester United. Here are the stats for that game. Hold on, I put myself over to the left. Yeah, that should do the job. Here are the stats. West Ham United had 12 shots, Manchester United 11 shots. Shots on target, West Ham 5, Man United 3. Possession stats, Manchester United 24, West Ham United 24%, Man United 66%. The XG, or expected goals, West Ham 1.36, Manchester United 0.91. Aerial duels, West Ham 37.5%, Man United 62.5%. West Ham made 312 passes to Man United 604. And the pass accuracy is 79% West Ham, Manchester United 85%. So that's the stats. Not great for Manchester United. Let's move into the 5 talking points. So talking point number 1 is poor game management. Now, I love Ten Hag. I'm sure you all know that. But the game management today, in my personal opinion, was not good. I'll give you an example if needs be. The team selection for me wasn't great. Again, I know you look at what I mean selection is I'm looking at the midfield. The midfield is crucial. I want a good, solid midfield that has that can create a good spark. You look at the starting 11, Onana in goals, the back 4, Luke Shaw left back, Johnny Evans, Kambwala, Wan-Bissaka, in midfield 3 of Mainu, McTominay and Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right and Højlund up top. I don't hate Scott McTominay. So I hope this doesn't come across as that. I don't hate any Manchester United player. Listen, after when we were 2 goals up, when 2 goals down, a few minutes of spirit, I was going mental. Some things I said were probably a bit overreactionary, but look, it is what it is. I'm not apologising for it because it is what it is. If anyone has a problem with it, let me know. But people can see where I'm coming from. It's just the life of being a Manchester United fan, unfortunately, at this moment in time. Like I said, we need a midfield. Again, Varane was out. We had Lindelof is injured. Varane was out ill. So we had to play Kambwala. He wasn't going to play Luke Shaw centre back, and he was not going to play Reguilon, whatever reason being. Maybe he would have if Dalot wasn't suspended, but he was. So again, we don't seem to have any style of play. It's kind of Ten Hag. It's kind of like Ten Hag puts out a team and hopes for the best. And unfortunately, we didn't get that today. Manchester United are 8th in the Premier League, 28 points. We're 6 points behind Man City. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, no, look, we have no spark. We have no team management is poor from Ten Hag today. And I blame partially some of it on Ten Hag. Again, the players are no good either. Peter Schmeichel said after the match, I don't think some of the Man United players deserve to play for the club, and I agree with him on that. He's probably one of the best Manchester United players ever, definitely goalkeepers. The subs I didn't get. McTominay got the 90. Look at the West Ham second goal that Kudus got. Mainu was on his own. McTominay was literally nearly up beside Bruno Fernandes. So if your midfield partner is, who's meant to be defensive midfielder playing forward or forward. That's not good. You cannot play an 18-year-old and expect him to defend on his own. Kobe Mainoo was a good player. Wasn't his greatest game today, I'll admit that. But you have to admit that, McTominay cannot play in this team. He can't because, Ten Hag thinks by playing McTominay and Bruno, two number 8s, that's not going to work. In fact, that'll get you hammered. That'll get you big losses. And we've witnessed, Bournemouth beat us 3-0 because we're playing two number 8s on the pitch. We cannot do that. And again, Amrabat does scare me. But if you look at the team at Anfield, the only change in that midfield should have been Bruno and McTominay out, and then you have Amrabat and Mainoo. That double pivot we need it. Because they're players who can track back, he have pace, he can get stuck in, and they can ping a ball along if needs be. That's what's needed. And yeah, style of play, system, we haven't got one at this moment in time. But that's talking point number one. Talking point number two is no spark in attack. Now again, Manchester United to go with begging a game. Stat was out after the game. Rashford scored 2 goals so far this season in the Premier League. Garnacho got 1 on Martial, and it's funny because Rashford's first goal was against Arsenal. His second goal was a penalty against Everton. Garnacho's goal was the brilliant goal against Everton, and Martial's goal was the goal against Everton. Besides that, Anthony, Højlund, Pellistri hasn't scored. I know Pellistri hasn't got a lot of game time, which I wouldn't mind seeing Pellistri play against Aston Villa. I really, really wouldn't. No point playing players who cost you a lot of money and who performed for you in the past when they're not performing for you now. That's just the way I look at it. No spark. I mean, if we can't score a goal for the life of us, last season we could score goals left, right, and centre. This season we can't even buy a goal. I mean, Garnacho had a chance in the first half against West Ham. Anthony cut it through, and instead of Garnacho going for, instead of Garnacho going down the right, on the right, he decided to go on the left to catch Areola. He tried to catch Areola off guard, which, look, you can't. You can't be trying to be smart. You have to go to the base, to simple, bottom right, sneak it in. And that was our best chance of the game. And we had another chance and we were just too slow. And it was deflected out for a Manchester United corner. So we're yet to score a goal since the Everton game. We're 4 goals, 4 games without scoring. So we didn't score against Bournemouth, Bayern, Liverpool, or West Ham. That is not good. You have a 100 million winger. 75, 80 million striker. And then obviously Garnacho, Rashford, they were free because obviously academy and all that stuff. So again, let us know what you think. What needs to change in the attack. For me, I wouldn't mind just seeing us going in for a striker and at least another winger in the window. But who's that? Who does? I hope Højlund is another Diego Forlan. And these problems go away as quick as possible. Now, talking point number 3 is typical Manchester United. Again, some might look at it and say, that's not really a talking point, I feel like it is because we conceded the first goal today and our heads dropped. Before West Ham scored, before West Ham scored the first goal, we were doing okay. We were doing sound, went creating a lot, but we looked like a threat. We looked like we could score a goal. West Ham score. Look again. It was some would say maybe a bit of luck got in there. Onana saved, Bones shoots, Onana saved. Back then, I hit Bones' leg in the back. But since then, our heads went. Everything was going wrong. West Ham were up for their fans. Were up for it. We just looked like we wanted to run out of that stadium. And again, it is cowardice, and we've seen it time and time again. We can see it when we go a goal down or 2 goals down. Even just when we go a goal down, we crumble and our heads drop. That's ridiculous in my opinion. Like, at least try, get back into position. Pretend it's still 0-0. Still go for it. It was only 1-0 then. Then they scored a second, and then boom, West Ham alive again, and we just don't know what to do. Like, we keep rushing the ball in the box, but there's no one there to help. So for me, something needs to change, because if things don't change, regardless of which player you don't like or which player you do like and all this, and anyways, Ten Hag will get sacked if these problems keep arising, like it or not. Talk about number 4, no creativity. Again, it's kind of what I talked about. There was no creativity. Where we had a chances, but unfortunately, there's no creativity. People Ten Hag plays Garnacho and Anthony because he probably looks at them and thinks, well, they play for me, they get stuck in, and they track back and help the defence. That's fair enough, Ten Hag, and that's fine. I always like my wingers helping me fullbacks, and fullbacks overlapping the wingers. That's what I like. But there's no creativity. Like, we're taking long shots. Like, long shots. Manchester United are taking long shots. I mean, that ain't good. That ain't good. There's no creativity. We're taking long shots, and we're whipping the ball into the box when no one's there. We're expecting someone to get on the end of it. There's no good stuff. There's no good passages of play. I can't remember last time Manchester United go 5 or 10 minutes. She's that 10-minute spell, 5-minute spell was good. We created a lot there. We haven't done that. It's been a long time, anyways. Maybe Chelsea went beat them 2-1, maybe, but we created, but we didn't finish. Now we're not even creating. And there's no creativity anywhere, not even the defence, the midfield, the attacking line. We go this player now from the back and we keep whipping along. Like, that's what we brought Onana in for. We're not doing it. We can't afford to do it. We haven't got the players to do it, no doubt. But yeah, no creativity. And again, if you have, you just need to have someone in that midfield to whip a ball along. You just need to create a lot more and be a bit more of a threat. That's what I'm saying. Because against West Ham, we were so flat. Even when we did go forward, so flat. Talk about number 5. Højlund's struggles continue. Now again, Højlund is yet to score a goal for Manchester United. He came off. Wasn't long. Was it? He came off anyways. When West Ham scored, I'm not sure it was the 4th or 2nd. For me, I hope Højlund is another Diego Forlán. Højlund came in. I remember that game against Arsenal. He looked the threat, looked well, looked the business, and then ever since he's kind of went downhill. I mean, he scored 5 goals in the Champions League for Manchester United, which was great, but it's a bit weird that you score in the Champions League and not the Premier League. I know the Premier League's probably a lot quicker than the Champions League. But yeah, for me, Højlund struggles continue, and I hope it improves. We took off Højlund and brought on Marcus Rashford. Makes no sense, because Rashford, for me at the moment, is absolutely terrible. All over, to be honest. Again, Martial is shocking too. I was going to say something else there, but fair enough. But yeah, struggles continue, and but then again, there's no, what's what I'm looking for? There's no service getting to him. There's no service getting to him. We're only whipping the ball into the box. It's like you look up when we get like McTominay running into the box. That's when they whip it in. But it's like they don't trust Højlund. It's like they don't trust that striker. You have to have a bit of trust. If there's no trust in that team, well then we're all screwed. But look, hopefully he can get on the score sheet soon and keep bagging them in and go on a good run. But at this moment in time, Rasmus Højlund for me just doesn't look like he's going to score anytime soon. And his confidence looks very low. Even in physical battles against Kurt Zouma today, on Mavropanos, he was struggling big time. So for me, hopefully, really does get on the score sheet soon, because it'd be ideal. But look, that has been the West Ham United versus Manchester United 5 talking points. Man United, West Ham United 5 talking points. However you want to go with it in the Premier League. Just want to talk about the upcoming content. So this will be out on a Saturday night. So I just want to say we'll have the West Ham, the Man United Aston Villa preview on Sunday. So tomorrow. Whatever time we watch this, our day is being recorded on Sunday. This has been recorded on the 23rd of December, with the preview be out on the 24th. So this video will be out on the 23rd. So so that'll be that. To be no preview on Christmas Day, as you know, it's Christmas Day. No need for that. Do we know watch along for the Villa game on Tuesday? And we should be back. We'll be back for the game against Nottingham Forest. So we'll be back on Wednesday, the 27th of December. So I'll take 2 days off if you don't mind. But look, all a bunch of legends. Hope you have a great Christmas. Obviously, I'll be saying this in the preview as well, but hope you have a great Christmas. Bunch of legends. Appreciate the support this past year. And again, I know we're not in the new year, but have a great Christmas. You deserve it. I'm going to have a great Christmas. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching, Reds. Please let us know your thoughts on the game. Give us your talking points. And please follow all the socials links in the description. And remember, it's Christmas. Be happy. Come on.